Hey, all you wisdom walkers out there, this is Jojopah bringing you the wisdom for the week of December the 4th, 2017. This wisdom is the result of a question I was asked by Ms. Yvette Parker, the Vice President of Black Hole Radio. And Yvette asked, how does synchronicity support the process of manifestation, or how do you use synchronicity when you are manifesting? So first I want to start off talking about synchronicity because some of you may not be familiar with that term. It really means how things line up in time and get your attention. It's similar to coincidence, but coincidence seems to not really be purposeful, but synchronicity is very, very purposeful. It is the universe working on your behalf. And I know if you know of the book, The Alchemist, and if you haven't, you really need to read it. It's fabulous. It's a classic journey story. And the journey is always about some person who's seeking something, wanting to manifest something, right? Has a dream, and they take off into the forest, into the desert, right? They have to go on a trip. They have to go on this journey. And it's unknown. They really have a goal in mind, but they don't know actually what they've got to experience in order to get there. And so in this book, The Alchemist, he does a wonderful job of illustrating a ancient wisdom and primal truth, which is that the universe is always working on our behalf. And so we don't really need to know. We just need to be on the lookout for signals and signs that show up, things that get our attention, things that we can't ignore because it seems like, wow, look at that. Look at how that happened, you know. And that's what synchronicity is about. For example, and I'm sure people have all had this experience, you may actually see a number that keeps showing up for you. Either you're waiting online and in the motor vehicle, and the number that is your number to be called is that number that maybe you had a dream about. Then you may see it on a billboard. Then you may see it in a telephone number. In other words, this number will keep popping up for you. And that means there's something significant about it, something that you need to pay attention to. So synchronicity is that. It's the universe's way of getting our attention and letting us know that there is something that's doing to help us get to our manifestations, to our goals. So the way to use synchronicity for manifesting, for creating, is to know and remember that when you wish upon a star, the universe goes to work to really help you. And so pay attention to the things that are coincidental or seemingly, doesn't go away. It keeps lining up. It keeps coming around, if you will. And it's really, really important to know that we are being given guidance by non-physical teachers. If you listen to my radio show, I talk every week about the ancestors. And this is sometimes the way that the ancestors get our attention. So I hope that that's helpful. There is 2 books that I think do a good job to talk about synchronicity. One is The Celestine Prophecy, which came out in the late 90s and was like a really great book for people wanting to step into understanding spirituality or walking a spiritual path. And the other one is a book that is actually called Synchronicity. And it was written by a man, and I'm blocking on his name right now. I think it's Jaworski. Yeah, that's his last name is Jaworski. I can't remember his first name. But it is so good because it's actually a business book, but it's a great story. It starts off with him going home and finding a moving truck in front of his house, and his wife saying to him after 25 years, "I'm done and I'm leaving." And so it opens up with him having to face this midlife crisis of marriage falling apart, and him not knowing what his life was going to be or how it was going to be. And it's through a series of synchronistic events and meetings that he ends up really being able to step into organizational development work with some huge organizations around the world and really promoting a more emotionally intelligent approach to the world of work. So that's the wisdom for this week. I hope you have a great week. We're actually in a nature week, so be on the a mineral week. No, it is a nature week. Sunday was the 3rd. So be on the lookout for lots of change to show up. And remember, you are divine. You are not disposable. Oh, tune into my Wisdom Walk radio page on Facebook to get the link to my radio show, which I broadcast live on Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And there's also a rebroadcast or a podcast on Monday nights at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a great week. Bye-bye.